Why? Just why? Why am I not looking at the camera? Why am I so just out there right now? Have you seen your portfolio? Does it look confused and dazed and out of sync? Well, you came to the right place. What's up, everyone? It's Hey John, and my God, I hope nobody feels like that, even though I know you do. Snap out of it. It's okay. The road isn't over. You still have your health. Right, because that's all you have left, right? Your cryptocurrency portfolio, if you woke up today, it is literally just a zombie walking and wondering, when am I ever going to recover? Can I recover? Is there an antidote to wake up my zombie portfolio? If you're wondering what's going on, well, you came to the right place, because I am going to explain to you guys why the markets are tanking and why they are tanking so dang hard. Let's get to it. Ethereum slides 11%. Despite Robinhood testnet merge. So we're seeing Ethereum, and they're merging into proof of stake from proof of work. They are going onto the testnet to, well, guess what? To test it, to make sure everything works before it's finally released into a stable version. Now, there are some issues here that need to be resolved, and that's why they go into a testnet. Now, we're seeing a classic case of buy the rumor and sell the news. What this means is that people buy that, oh my God, Ethereum is going to go to proof of stake from proof of work. And now that it's actually happening, people are starting to sell off because, okay, what's next? I better sell off before I lose my profits. But of course, if you're in Ethereum currently, if you bought any time in the past 8 weeks, well, chances are you aren't in profits unless you are shorting the markets. There are a few other concerns here. And why are we seeing the market slump the way it is? Bitcoin is down 3%. Even though it's down, it's weathering the storms better than everyone else, including Ethereum. And the reason for this is, simply put, when people get fearful, they want to buy the quote unquote safe thing here. And the safe thing you would think is going to be a stable coin, but as you know, stable coins aren't all that stable. If you look today, we can see Tether. They are seeing a little depegging, 0.0009th of a penny. You're seeing USDC, Binance USD. They're holding on to $1 basically. But even with all of that, people are still scared and they are still skeptical about, you know it, stable coins. After seeing Terra Luna, it literally happened a few weeks ago, and a memory is seared into people's brains, because my God, if you were in that mess and you were in UST, woo, you got taken for a ride. Some people lost millions of dollars, and you better believe that they did not forget overnight. We're just seeing the US stock markets continue to dive, and they literally have one foot right before they hop off. The reason why we continue to see the stock markets continue to sell off, it's because the CPI numbers, they are so inaccurate, if that is even a word. And we're seeing all of these economists, they're literally grasping at straws, throwing out numbers, seeing what sticks, and obviously they've been off time after time after time again. Janet Yellen says the US is likely to avoid a recession. Janet Yellen warns inflation is likely to stay high. Wow, can she be any more wrong? She's been saying it's transitory for some time now. And if you keep on saying it's transitory, in a few months, in a year from now, it will be transitory, because you've been saying it's transitory every single day. Eventually, it will be transitory. But the idea that inflation will continue to run high and we will not be in a recession, it's just mind-boggling. I'm looking on the freeways in LA. Yes, I'm looking at you, Los Angeles. I'm seeing fewer cars on the road. And I understand that I'm only one person, but when I notice less traffic during busy hours, it makes you wonder, Why aren't people just fueling up and paying those 70 to 80% increase in fuel prices and continue to drive everywhere just because fuel is cheap? Well, it's not. The inflation is ridiculous. When you're paying 80% over what you were paying a few weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to fuel those effects. Yes, discretionary income is being hacked from all sides. We're getting taxed like crazy. We're getting all of our money being taken from all these inflated prices, and yet we are not in a recession. I know many people who are actually saying, hey, John, you know what? I think I'm going to cut back on this and that. When people start having this mindset, this is the beginning of the recession. But I would argue that the recession has been here for quite some time. It just hasn't officially been announced yet. But when it does, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, we've already been here for months. EU said to be nearing agreement on crypto regulation, Bloomberg reports. Markets in crypto assets, MICA, aka MICA, the acronym, there will be 27 European countries getting together to talk about this very issue here, cryptocurrency in the markets, and what will be the hotly contested topics: investor protection and financial stability. This will all go down from June 14 until June 30th, so there will be some time to discuss everything. And let's just hope that this will be a crypto-friendly discussion in terms of letting crypto still do what they want to do, in terms of letting them create and have their creative freedom to still innovate. We do not want too much crypto regulation to the point where it stifles innovation and it says, hey, you know what, this little box, this is all you can operate. That's it, nothing else. We don't want that, folks. Business isn't waiting for regulations before investing in crypto. In the US, Deloitte is looking to move on with cryptocurrency assets, and they are looking to create cryptocurrency products to improve the space, and they are looking to do it now, not later. And they are doing it all in the confines of what current laws and regulation is. But of course, in the future, they will be adjusting to it. And as you know, Deloitte is one of the top three, the big accounting firms, the big auditing firms. So with that being said, we're seeing the US move into the direction of cryptocurrency regulation as well, but currently the regulation is, in a word, vague, in a word, non-existent. So we need to see a framework of what to do and how to operate, but we also need partners in this regulation because, as you know, cryptocurrency, it's borderless. So this means many countries need to get together and create a universal framework, and that makes the most sense. But as you know, in the real world, what makes sense doesn't always happen because you have countries flexing the muscle saying, hey, you know what? I am a better country than you. I am bigger than you, so I will dictate terms. But this needs to be a cohesive framework and needs to benefit everybody, because if it doesn't, then it will not work out very well, and that will stifle cryptocurrency innovation because you have one law over in one country and a different law in another country, and it just makes operating everywhere a hot mess. That means if this happens in the future, you're going to see IP blocks saying, hey, you know what, if you want to use crypto in this country, you can't because of these laws and regulations. And it's going to make it very difficult for crypto to become a worldwide and to continue being a worldwide phenomenon. Target cuts prices as pandemic era inventory piles up. Everyone's heard of Target. And when you see Target looking to cut prices, and even though we're in an inflationary market and we have all these supply chain disruptions, what does that tell you? It's very simple, folks. People do not have the discretionary income to pay for these goods. And that's why Target needs to slash, and they need to get rid of products, because if you have products sitting idle by, that means they're using space in your inventory, in your stores, in your warehouses, and that costs money. The cost of eggs, the cost of meat, the cost of fuel, the cost of housing, all of this can add up to, at the bare minimum, in my opinion, at least half of the household income. For many families, they're living paycheck to paycheck. We're seeing so many families that have literally zero in savings. And if something happens, that's it. And now we're seeing cryptocurrency being affected by this because most retail investors buying this, they use their discretionary income. And if there is no discretionary income, well, what are you going to buy with air? A whole lot of nothing. But don't worry, folks. At the end of the day, as long as you have your health, you can live another day to fight another day. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, have an awesome day. And I will catch you all on the next one. Shh.